Welcome back to Good Day. We've been known for a tip on a few beers on occasion, and not on air, though, of course.
No, but there's a whole culture out there, folks, who not only like beer, but the cans and the bottles they come in, how the beer is marketed.
Interesting.
Yes, John Monk is with a Toledo man who has quite the Toledo brewed collection. Good morning, John.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm getting a deep dive history lesson into the history not only of just Buckeye beer, but the greater Toledo area altogether. I'm joined with Don Monroe. Yeah, he's been a staple of the Toledo area for decades. Don, thanks for having us today.
John. Yeah.
So as you can see behind us, Don is a pretty prolific collector of Buckeye beer merchandise. So I mean, right off the bat, how did you get started with collecting Buckeye beer merchandise?
Well, when my son was about 10, he started collecting beer cans. It was a big hobby then. And I ended up drinking a lot of bad beer because I'd go to a store and I'd buy all these foreign. Finally, I'd give it to my dad because he'd drink any beer. So that's how it started. Ended up being a great thing for he and I, father and son.
Yeah.
Go dumping together, dig up a rusty can.
Yeah.
So that's how it began. And then I met a guy, Dick Adamowitz. Dick's still an active member of the club in his 90s. And started learning about collecting beer cans.
Yep.
And for a number of years, they wouldn't allow the club wouldn't allow anything to be sold. You had to trade.
Okay.
So a lot of trading of some very valuable stuff probably got traded for some not too valuable.
Yeah. So how far back does your collection go?
Have probably about 100 pieces that are pre-prohibition.
Yep.
So that's over 100 years old. Buckeye started at Front and Console, where Tony Pacos is.
Yep.
And then he moved to North Toledo, and we had 10 breweries in Toledo.
That's
it was
great.
the biggest
Yep.
industry.
Yep.
And Prohibition came along, that crazy woman with the axe, and we were out of business.
Yep.
Well, it was a big employer.
So I guess explain to me shortly why it's important for you, as obviously a lover of Toledo and Northwest Ohio, to keep sort of the memory of what Buckeye beer meant to this community alive.
The history.
Yeah.
The history is the great value. It's like the Boyer ship, now the Schoonmaker being here. Our history. Our history. That Big Maumee River made Toledo what it was. It was easy to get stuff in and out. So it's the history.
All right. And so how many folks are like you and love collecting specifically Buckeye beer merchandise like this?
Well, if you eliminate my goofiness, there'd be none of them. But in Toledo, we probably have about 30 members, which is pretty good size for a local chapter. But there are other people collect that are interested in being part of an organization. You know, they just like the fun of collecting.
All right. So, and obviously a bunch of them will be in town this weekend. So give me a quick rundown of what people can expect here in Toledo celebrating Buckeye beer collectibles.
Saturday, 9 till 2 at the UAW Hall on Jackman Road. And I think the admission's $3. So it's not going to break you. We sold, according to John Huff, our president, we sold 140 tables, and there are 40 more people still want to buy tables.
Okay.
And the marketing, the promo stuff that we've been doing is the reason for it.
And what's the time frame for the event?
9 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Okay.
And if you're a buyer, get there early.
Oh yeah.
Get there early. But we're also encouraging people who have items in the attic, basement, turn it into cash.
Yeah.
I don't think many people realize people like me will spend money for a cardboard beer sign.
Excellent.
So if you have some of that red coat over there, was a lady saw me on your channel a couple of years ago, and that was her father's. Her husband bought it, and
So you might have some hidden treasure in your basement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Don, we're out of time for this live shot right now, but I'm going to interview Don, recorded interview, going to get another deep history lesson into the history of Buckeye beer in Toledo, Ohio. I'll have more coming up later today at 5:30 on the history of Buckeye beer and how you can get yourself involved or get yourself a new education this weekend with a Buckeye beer collectible event happening this weekend in Toledo. But for now, reporting live, I'm John Monk, WTOL 11.